Hey everybody, this is Tracy Williamson hanging out with you on the Gospel Source. I want to thank everybody who has checked out this awesome website because they have so much great information. If you're aspiring to be an artist or musician, or if you just want more information about the music industry, this is definitely the place to be. Also, thank you all who follow me or supported me on Facebook and Twitter as I've been giving out what I like to call A&R 101 tips. And they're just there to help you become the better artist. This time we're communicating a little differently via video stream, and we're going to call this A&R 101 Live. Now, it's not necessarily live, but it's as live as it's going to be as we go forth and learning about how to be a better artist. This time we're going to touch on the area of keeping it real as an artist. Now, a few people this year have touched on keeping it real and coming clean, but we're going to look at how to be real with ourselves as an artist. The first thing I want to talk about, keep it real about those areas that you need improvement in, whether it's better vocal training, you need to practice your instrument more, you need to rehearse more with your band or your singers, whatever it is. If you know that's an area that needs to be improved, go ahead and take the practical steps to do that, because you don't want it to show when you're out ministering or performing or singing, because people, they'll be able to tell that, man, they probably should have practiced a little more. Even if it's information that you need regarding the music industry, go to that library, check out those books, but be real with yourself about it. Don't try to fake it, because people can see right through you. Go ahead and invest in getting some books, checking them out. You don't have to necessarily buy the books, but check them out at the library. Write down the information you need in your journal. Do it now. Don't wait till later, but be real about those areas that you need improvement in. Next, let's be real about if you can financially support yourself right now. And I mean short-term and long-term financial investments. Not from an investor, but yourself. Check your checking account. Look at those budgets. Are there things in your life right now that are more of a priority than a singing career or being an artist? If that's the truth, be real about it. Don't put yourself in debt trying to be an artist or chasing after this dream because you see other people doing it. If you don't have the money to manufacture a lot of CDs right now, do not put yourself in debt, because it costs a lot of money. And I'm not just speaking of a box of 30 CDs. I'm speaking of from 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 CDs. It costs a lot of money. And also you're going to need money when you go out on the road, gas money, money to feed the singers, feed the band, just in case you're not getting paid for that specific event. You're going to need money to invest into your career. So be real. Can you invest short-term and long-term into your career right now? Also, let's keep it real about if this is the right time to record and release a project. Do you have other things in your life that hold more weight? Are you currently getting married? Are you having more children? Just are there stresses in your life that are more important? And it doesn't have to be a stress, but just things that are more important that would take precedent over recording a project. Because when you record a project, you're going to need to be totally just into every aspect of it, from recording to writing the songs, getting with the producer, the musicians, the actual recording itself. And you want your whole mind to be there. So is this the right time to do that? Be real about it, because it will show later on. People can hear it through the project. They can hear that you didn't put your all into that song, or you all just kind of just went real quick and wrote that song and just threw it on the album. So again, keep it real with yourself. Is this the right time to record and release a project? Next, let's look at our motives. What are your true motives for wanting to be an artist? Are you doing this because Mary just put out a reality show, or you like Yolanda Adams and how she dresses, or maybe did your family push you into it because they thought you could sing really well? Or did God call you to this? Check your motives and be real with yourself. You know, consumers and listeners and fans, they want to see the authentic you. Not necessarily the total transparent you, but just they want to be able to relate to you. And if you're not real with yourself about why you're doing that, why you are doing that, it'll show later on, not just when they see you live, but also when they listen to your project. Next, let's look at, are you ready to be a full-time artist? I know you probably thought I was going to say a full-time mom or dad, but I mean a full-time artist. This is a 24/7 job. It's not just all fun and games. I'm speaking of getting up early to do radio interviews. After that, catching a flight to fly across country. And depending on what side of the country you're on, it could be a red-eye flight. And then having to perform later at night. And then picking out clothes and dealing with the record company. It's a full-time job. It's not just fun and games. And yes, you'll reap the benefits of recording the project and people's lives being impacted by your music, but are you truly ready to be a full-time artist? So keep it real with yourself and check and see, is this really what I want to do? Am I ready to do this right now? Lastly, let's just keep it real about what God called you to. Not what somebody else told you to do, but what God called you to become. And if this is the life that God has called you to live as an artist, write it down in full detail. So with the time that you doubt it and you question it, you can go back and look it over. When he said write the vision and make it plain, it's a practical thing. That's something we should apply to every part of our lives. So again, this is Tracy. I'm just hanging out with you, just giving you a few tips on how to become that better artist as we keep it real with ourselves. I'll check you out again on the Gospel Source with more A&R 101 tips. And as I say to other people, just don't be, but become. Have a great day, have a great week, and have a great year, and be blessed.